Hello everyone. Oh, awesome, awesome. You can hear me now, I believe. Sorry, my I didn't know I didn't set this stuff for the other time, but I think I'm good now. I can now see the voice, the sound recording or something, or you know, waves and all. So today is a wonderful, beautiful Wednesday. It is already afternoon and then break hour over here in Nigeria, and it is so lovely to be here. Don't mind this black and white face. I don't know. Yes, we are live on Facebook too. Awesome. So let me gather my people. So if you're here with me and then you're listening, just say I. Just say I. I would love to know where you are listening from, and just to connect with you. So my name is Denu, and I'm the viral author, and today is another episode, the episode 3 of Investment Rants with the viral author. And I hope that today we get to really dispense and share value with each other, and we learn together on the fly. All right, all right. Yeah, Caleb, welcome here, my brother. Welcome here, my brother. I really appreciate you from LinkedIn. Welcome here, bro. Here's this picture. Um, okay, okay, okay. I'm coming. I'm trying to get my people to join me. Trying to get people from across my platforms to get me. Okay, these people. Let me message them again. So this morning we are discussing a very. Is it morning? Sorry, this afternoon we are discussing a very interesting topic. I was reading this book again. You know this book, Think Like a Billionaire Trump, by billionaire Trump, Donald Trump, and it just talks about everything you need to know about success, real estate, and life. And I just randomly opened to this particular page, page number 22, and I was reading it. It said how to deal with a broker. Hey, Deborah, welcome here. I really appreciate you, ma. Deborah, Enion, Oni. I really appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much for joining. So I just opened it and practically he just told me like why have a novice try to understand the value of a great piece of art? That's the paragraph I'm reading that caught my interest in in this in this book. Understand? I'll read the whole paragraph to you. But as I'm talking, I've not fully started. It's going to be a really short time, just about 30-20 minutes or done. And as you're joining in, I'd just love to know where you're chatting from, where you're joining from, what country, what state of the country, and just introduce yourself in the comment section. And let's get to interact together. So the paragraph I read was why in page number 22, how to deal with a broker. It says why have a novice try to understand the value of a great piece of art. Choose your broker as you would an art dealer, which is to say judiciously. And as with many things, timing is crucial to success. I stopped at that point, like timing is crucial to success. Wow. I stopped because this book was basically talking about real estate. Okay, yes, real estate is a form of long-term investment, and then the guy was talking about timing is crucial to success. And I was just like, wow, what was Donald Trump trying to say here? And I started reflecting over things that have happened from the last live video we had last week Wednesday, and I had to really agree to the fact that timing is quite crucial to success, and I'll be sharing something you really need to know about this today. So in that continue, it says stay on top of things and make sure you and your broker are honest with each other at each step in the process. A good broker will listen and respond to your concerns. I believe broker Denu, investor Denu does that. I listen a lot to people, not to make myself not to brag a lot, but I believe I listen a lot to people, especially people who have consulted with me. I take my time. I could go 25 minutes without talking, listening to everything you have to say. So I think I'm good at that. Imagine Tech Lawyer from Lagos, Nigeria. Awesome, Deborah Enion. Wow, it will be lovely to meet you soon. I'm shooting directly from Lagos, Nigeria. So if the broker takes days to return your phone calls or runs late to meetings, borrow my line. That was what Donald Trump was saying. And simply say, you're fired. There are countless other brokers who deserve your business. You are the customer afterward. So, well, all that were just additions. What really caught my interest was the word I used. Timing is crucial to success. Timing is crucial to success. And then not only that. You see, yesterday I was basically off. And why was I off? I was seeing the movie. Uh, I was seeing the movie, the Wolf of Wall Street, and then it was really really interesting. And I had to I had to admit the fact that um, the first instance you get to have. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm probably realize you realize. Yeah, I know it's a rant now. No, man. It makes sense too. Yes, now. What? You'll be doing only Abuja. I want to do. I'm going for Abuja, Kaduna. I'm supposed to enter Kano, but I have no plans for Kano yet. But I have a radio program for the Sorry. Stuff. Okay. I'm here with you now. I'm trying to. Okay. I pray you get. Sorry, I'm with you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I have to reply to these people. Get a level of clarity as you watch. Yes. I don't know how they want to do it because Abuja can't connect to Kenya. So that particularly they are going off Kano. Okay. So I said I was seeing the movie the Wolf of Wall Street, and then you know I can't really remember the names of people. I don't say people's names from movies. So I now got some. I started observing. These people were stockbrokers, and then they were selling stocks to investors, and then these investors, some stocks can actually rise like within 12 hours and they go all high, and then the next moment, and that moment when they were going all high, the investors, there's so much profit on paper, then all of a sudden the next 5 minutes it goes down, and it talks a lot about timing. At that moment, a lot of investors lose a lot of money, a lot of cash. So that talks a lot about timing. It talks a lot about timing, and that was why I decided that I think it was time for me to address the issue of timing and how it's relating to investment. So, how does timing and investment, what concerns the two of them? Hey, what is Adeshegun Rafal saying here? Stay home, stay home, stay home. I don't understand that, but let's see what that means. Is talking from YouTube. So I'm listening from Lagos, Nigeria. Hey, Oluwatobi Oyenuga, welcome. So timing. Now, besides that, you see, something happened yesterday in the company I work with, and some investment rates were removed. Some opportunities that investors had with us were removed all of a sudden. Initially, before now, investors could invest 13 months and gain 42% return on it. Sorry, 40% return on investment, and they could invest for 14 months and gain 42% return on investment. But yesterday that was scrapped out. And now investors are now limited to just 12 months for 35%. Imagine reduction of ROI, and then for 24 months, which is also to 75%. I think that one was maintained. What's the point here? People who invested with us early enough, they had the edge to still benefit from that wonderful ROI with just a 1 month difference. But now people will be investing with us, probably are thinking of investing with us. Now it is still actually an opportunity because all of a sudden next people will be investing maybe like in the next month might be given have the opportunity to only get like maybe 20% or 25% ROI. That is something about investing because what happens here is that it has to do with the economy, it has to do with what is happening in the market, it has to do with what is going on, what is going on in town. It has to do with a lot of factors, and then they have to do this thing. They even bring it down to the board to calculate it. Like there's always a board, and then they make all the calculation, mathematics, economics, accounting, and every other thing because everybody has to actually really profit from it. But as an investor, when you when you have the opportunity to invest, you actually need to make use of that opportunity. I think that is what I'm really learning from this book I'm reading right now. Because investment has to do with, number one, foresight, and then it also has to do with intuition, and then there's one word I'm looking for. Where's the adjective? And it also has to do with prompt action. Yes, prompt action, and then you actually going all out. And that was why initially in the last live video we said in the last live show we had, we said and we stated that you actually investment is actually something that has a right over all your income. So from every income you make, you actually need to have a set amount set apart for investing, to invest, understand, so that you can always make smart decisions when you are given the opportunity. So now for people who are just trying to get started. It's not bad if you're just trying to get started. Understand? You still get investment opportunities get to be opened up every day. Understand that, then you have the opportunity to invest. But the point is, when we all are always waiting for the time when we have that big money before we can invest, we always lose out, and then because we're not getting prepared to always be effectively positioned at the time a good opportunity shows, so that we could benefit from it immediately, especially when something is tested, trusted, and then when something is promising, so that we can easily benefit from it. That is something really, 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 really what's the word now? I don't even have the word. So we just need to work towards that. Then another thing I want to actually talk about as regards this title, I said timing. Isn't investment a form of dignified gambling? You know, hey, Dr. Charles, thank you so much for joining. What's it called? You know how gambling works, right? In gambling, you have the board, and then you're like, oh, this is what people are saying about this particular casino or something, and then you go shoot your shot, and then you stake your funds, and then you hope that it works out. But well, gambling we usually do not advise gambling, but yet still even gambling itself is something that all these billionaires say they do from time to time. They keep money to actually gamble. That's actually the truth. It's just that investment now is now a very, very form of organized gambling, whether you like it or not. And then things that work with gambling is number one, timing, luck, two, opportunity, what is trending, intuition. These are the things that work with gambling. Same with investment. When you are investing, It is you looking at the opportunity to see how you can actually make maximum profit from a money you've actually made, understand, and actually gain return on investment on it's actually, to me, it's actually kind of like putting your money out there to actually cheat the economy and then earn more money, understand. Why? Stay above the economy, stay above inflation. Yeah, so that's the word. To stay above the economy, to stay above the inflation and all this kind of stuff. And all these things happen because at the end of the day, it's still kind of reliant on the economy, the way you will actually make returns. Understand? It's kind of reliant on what the market is actually saying. So, and then if your timing, if the time, for example, I reach out to you now and I'm like, oh, this is a very, very wonderful investment opportunity. Come, and then when you invest your fund, I am assuring you a 50 percentage return on investment in so number of months, and then this and that and that, and then you're taking your time to actually think through. The thing that is happening is that the time I spoke with you was the time that opportunity was available. And by the time you've thought, and then you're reaching out back, probably the stock, the stakes would have dropped. Probably the return on investment would have flopped, in the sense that it's not as profiting as when I first reached out to you, when I first came to you, when you were first told about the opportunity. And that is why again, I'll still refer back to what we discussed, like that you actually need to always be ready to invest. And this is where the, your intentionality with money comes in place, comes in play rather. And well, for you to for your information, I've started my savings to investment challenge. Yes, and tonight by 7 p.m. we'll be having a massive orientation where everybody who've currently joined, I've not actually made an announcement on LinkedIn, but people who had shown interest from my previous one of my previous posts and poll, I had reached out to them, and then they've actually made they've shown that they've started joining the group. So tonight we'll be having a massive orientation where we'll be educating ourselves about why we actually need to always have money to invest. Because at the end of the day, when you always have money, say, the Bible says something. The Bible says, how did it say it? It says in Malachi, that place where he was talking about, God will bless your purse. God will bless your purse. If there's nothing in that purse, if there's nothing kept in the purse, what will God bless? So the essence of actually having savings, I think the stress of this video is at the end of the day that you should always have savings to invest, in the sense that you should always have money set apart so that by the time there's an investment opportunity that comes to your table, within 5, 10, 15 minutes, you've made your calculations, you've contacted your trusted broker and be like, oh, what's up? Hey, what's up, Dano? I saw this investment opportunity and I'm like, I should go for it. What do you think? What do you think about it? What are the stakes? What are the things? What are the things that are at stake if I don't? You'll be able to weigh your chances. But in the events where you are always trying to save and to invest from your general money that you make, or a money you are still expecting to have, you would not be able to actually get to benefit from all the things I'm talking about, because investment is very, very timely. It's something that once you miss out from like this, you do not you will not get you may not get that opportunity again. For example, people who invested with my company last week now, who invested who invested last week maybe 10 million naira, who invested last week 10 million naira. Now by this time March, or April next year, they'll be getting their return on investment and capital back, and that will be going way around 13 million. Because no, is it 13 million? 40%. 40% is like 4 million. So they'll be getting, but people who are investing this month now, they'll be getting just about 3.5 million. That's all called timing. Timing. See, imagine you've lost, for example, I'm just saying this, you've lost 500,000 naira in potential return on investment because you didn't actually were able to invest with time. So there's this aspect of actually you being timely with the way you do things. Understand? It is not fake urgency or anything. At the end of the day, everybody is reliant on the federal government, and the federal government controls the economy. And the economy is what everything that has to do with investment, everything that has to do with stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency, call it. There's no aspect of life that is not reliant on the economy. Hmm? That's the truth. There's no aspect of life. They can talk and talk and talk that it doesn't give. The other day that the federal government Nigeria said cryptocurrency is banned or something, which limits people from spending. You didn't see how a lot of crypto people how they went into losses. The economy determines all the things, and then if you are not able to stay ahead of the trend and be able to catch insight into the economy. For example, this investment round was created so that on the fly you get quick investment things without having to consume Donald Trump 250-page book, without having to read books of Grant Cardone or 500 pages plus. Without you get to the point is timing is very, very key. And at the end of the day, what can get you ahead of timing is when you're actually getting prepared. So there's another aspect I actually need to explain here. If at the moment you are not in profit because you've lost out of time, between now and the next 6 months, what are you going to do to actually help you to be in the position to actually leverage time and trend to create the wealth, to create sufficient wealth and have investment portfolios that would succeed, have investment portfolios that are profiting for you. Motion will profit be profit. Omo, for them will not kill me. So what will you do? What are you going to do differently? I think you should join my investment challenge, my savings to investment challenge. I'm on the journey of raising people, who are going to be so intentional about their financial management, who are going to be intentional about the way they make money and the way they make their money make them more money. So, and tonight by 7 p.m. we'll be having a very, very wonderful shutdown orientation where I'll be I, by the grace of God, will be coaching them on what it actually takes, how it's going to go. And then I've had a lot of people join us, a lot of great people. In fact, people who surprise me, doctors. Understand? So it is open for anybody to join. My savings to investment. What are we doing? We are saving just 10% of our income, every single income. If you make 1,000 naira, if you make 1 million naira, save 10% onto the challenge. No, you're not contributing to me, you're not contributing to anyone. The savings is going into a particular wallet that you control. But the point is, we have an accountability group where we ensure that everybody is actually joining and in the challenge, because we always need to be on top or ahead of the trend. When Bitcoin came the other day, hey, Ojekunle Funke, Juliana, I see you, and Adepoju Elizabeth, welcome here. And Notade Onilola, welcome here. I really appreciate you guys for joining. When Bitcoin came in 2009, people who caught the trend there and they had the little money they could have, who invested, the $2,000 they had there, they are worth billions of naira now. Understand? Well, they said something like in the next 6 months or so, where Bitcoin is going, or in the next 10 years, people who have not actually invested in Bitcoin, by the time it's 10 years from now, they'll still be like, ha, if they had invested. So instead of you being in the family of those that say, if I had, what are you doing differently to be in the family of those that will say, yes, I did? And this is what he gave me. Understand? The family of those who would actually profit to time and not lose to time. Understand? So that is the different psychology, the way we need to actually approach these things. So opportunities fly around us every day. Not all of them will profit, sure. But the thing is that how are you going to stay ahead of the trend? How are you going to tap into even Ponzi scheme self? And this is one secret you need to understand. Ponzi schemes are actually profiting. Understand? When you see Ponzi schemes that come up, like the The concept is of investment is. And that was why I was saying, isn't it a form of dignified gambling? You see all these Ponzi schemes, while at the end of the day, they run into losses for a lot of investors who invest, at the end of the day, because the system was not effectively uh, uh, um, designed to last. But those who caught the trend early, and then maybe when the scheme was launched now, and they caught the trend, and then they'll make a lot of money than people who join the trend later. That is later. Stop saying enter later. So that is what timing is. You have to be very, very cautious. We have to be very, very cautious with the way and timing with the way we make our decisions. That is something very, very key. And well, we have an opportunity with the company I work with currently, and you know, if you invest today, for example, with us, for a period of 2 years, you get to earn 75% return on investment, and that is almost 100%. So, say you invest 10 million or 5 million naira now. Let's say you invest 5 million naira with us now. Looking at the portfolio, we put in your money by the end of March in 2020, in 2020, in 2024, you'll be getting a whooping, I think that is 8 million naira back. Yes, it should be 8 million. 75% of 5 is 25, 25, 25. That is 3.75. 4. That's about 3.75 that you'll be getting back. No, or 3.5. So that is almost 8.5 that you're getting back, because, and that is awesome. That is tiny. That's what is on ground now. Tomorrow it might be too late. So, do you want to join my savings to investment challenge? If that is where you currently are, you want to be intentional about the way you keep your money, the way you handle your money, so that you can actually be on top of the game by the time there are opportunities to invest and actually profit, whether long term, short term, middle term, or any term. Understand? Just send me a DM. Send me a DM straight to my WhatsApp. Let me drop. Oh, you'll not be able to see it. Let me drop. Send me a DM. Let me see if I can edit the name of my name here so that you can see my. Just go to my phone number is +234 816 486 0435. Just send me a chat and say you're interested in the investment savings to investment challenge. This night by 7, we'll be having 7 West African time though. We'll be having a very, very wonderful rendition where we'll be sharing how all these things will be going. So that is that about that. And then if you want to actually partner with my company, another thing you can do is to what's it called? Is to just go to www, sorry, not www, bit.ly/slash partner with Oxford, bit.ly slash partner, that P with capital letter W, Oxford, capital letter O, if that interests you, if you want to stay ahead of the game. Yes, thank you, Ariana Bosley from YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. So, at the end of the day, what I believe you would have gotten from this talk and rant so far is the fact that it is really, really awesome to stay ahead of the game, understand? And at the end of the day, what actually motivates profit in the investments world is time. Understand? So, what are you doing to stay ahead of time? What? That's a big question you need to answer personally. So, once again, my name is Dano Volbon. People wonder why I use Dano Volbon. My back name actually is Oluwafermi Dano Favor Okunbono, but my name is Dano Volbon. Understand? That's what I push out to the world. Understand? That's my brand name and everything. So, yes, thank you so much, Chukwuebuka Remigos. Udehalaupu. I believe I didn't slaughter your name. So this is about 32 minutes already. And I believe you gained a lot of value here. If you gained a lot of value today, just let me know from the comment section. Or you have questions, let me just stay here for the next 3 minutes and know if anybody has a question that wants to actually quickly address as regards to what we've been discussing so far. Does anyone have a question? Investment rant with a fire so investment rant with a fire so investment rant with a fire so okay, I think everyone, let me check out who looks on LinkedIn because sometimes this thing can be slow in receiving the server. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Charles, for sharing that you got value. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you got value. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So okay, let's end it here. That is all for today. We'll meet again by Monday. The scripted version of this would have been published, and I would be sending to everyone to read. Also, you'll be getting the notification. So also on, if you have not followed me, please follow me. Kindly follow me. And I just included in the comment section my number so that in case you are interested in the viral money viral lotto, in the investment savings to investment challenge, you could just message me. Understand. So with that said, I believe it's time to call it a day. I appreciate everyone for joining. Interested in the savings to investment, interested in the investment savings challenge, chat up your WhatsApp via WhatsApp. Yeah. And then interested in partnering with Oxford, interested in investing, interested in investing, kindly fill this form. So bit dots. So when you fill that bit.ly/partner with Oxford form, one of my team members is going to reach out to you. Understand? Usually via call, but depending on what you prefer. So that is all for today. Hey Adenike, thank you for joining me, though you came in late, but I really appreciate you still. God bless you all. And that's, we call it a day. Take care. Please follow me on LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere. Yes. Bye. Oh God. It was just around. End stream, end stream. Excuse me, no, no be happy with this.